Okay. All right, so now we're moving on to question 3 of our activity, which is asking us to find the dead load of the roof system. If you read through that saying, hey, don't forget about your MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, all the layers that are included that make up your roof, you need to add in all of these to your calculations. So just a reminder what is incorporated into a dead load: walls, roof, floors, MEP, sprinkler system. So right now we're just focusing on our roof. So we'll do all the layers of our roof as well as the MEP, because MEP hangs from that roof and it needs to be able to support it. All right, so let's get going. I lost my expo. New one. So question 3. We're going to do roof, dead load. And we abbreviate that as a D. Okay, there's our dead load. So step A is to write down all the layers of the roof and loads. Write down layers of roof, and then you'll find the loads of each layer. Okay? So to find the layers of our roof, you have to go to the criteria part of your activity and read through there. So it says the first criteria: our low slope roof will be constructed of a steel deck, 5 inches of rigid insulation, and a built up roof, BUR. Okay, so first one is a steel roof deck. Second one is 5 inches of rigid insulation. And my final layer of my roof is the built up roof, known as BUR. So that's like that tar. Alright, so now we need to find the load of each of these layers. So to do that, we got to get out our packet and go to, I think maybe we're on the 3rd page here. Here, to the weights of materials. Okay? So, I'm going to go on my weights and materials, and I'm going to look for steel deck. It's under roofing material. Here's my steel deck. It is 3 pounds per square foot. So I'm going to put a note actually off to the side. Note, loads found in weight of material table. Okay, so all of these loads that we find are in our weight of materials table. Okay, so I have my steel deck. The next one I have is 5 inches of rigid insulation. So I go to insulation, and it says, hey, rigid insulation, for every 1 inch thickness, you have 0.75 pounds per square feet. So I have to do a little bit of math in there. All right, so I have 5 inches times by 0.75, which gives me 3.75 pounds per square foot. Last one is my built-up roof, which is right here, built up, and it is 6.5 pounds per square foot. I'm going to add them all up. Actually, not quite yet, so we'll leave that. Okay, so now we just did all the layers of a roof. So the next thing that we have to think about is our ceiling and our MEP system. Okay, so that's going to be the next step. So ceiling, MEP. As a reminder, write down all of this because you can use this activity on your assessment. So our ceiling is, what's the material of it? I'm going to go to my activity, go to my criteria, and it says I have a fiber board suspended ceiling. Fiber board suspended ceiling. And then I'm going to look that up in my table. suspended ceiling. Mineral fiber board is 1.4 pounds per square foot. Now I gotta find my MEP, and my MEP is actually given to me. If you were an actual civil engineer, you would go through all those calculations. We're simplifying for our sake. And if I read in my criteria, it says, hey, your MEP, assume it's 10 pounds per square foot, which is a lot. Every square foot, 10 pounds. And I'm just gonna make a note, given in criteria. Okay, awesome. So now I have all my dead loads. Okay, let me do some circling. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I need to add up all of those numbers to get my roof dead load. Okay, so I'm going to erase, and we will add those all up. All right, so my dead load equals 3 plus 3.75 plus 6.5 plus 1.4 plus 10, which gives me 24.65 pounds per square foot. And we're actually going to round up, right? We'd always rather design for a bigger load so our beam is stronger than not strong enough. So always round up to the next whole number. So I'm going to make a note. Always round up. Awesome. Put a big circle around it so this equals D. Perfect. And that is question 3.